Experience the view from the front row with pay-per-view. Watch the tournament live at OKTAGON.tv.
For the title of King of Germany, Jungwirth, white shorts, blue corner, taking on Eckerlin, black shorts, red corner. 60,000 fans ignited by this main event.
Eckerlin comes to the center of the cage. It's all about controlling the distance and the pressure against Jungwirth. Jungwirth comes flying forward and throws long combinations. Lots of shots, lots of pressure. Eckerlin, if he can work well as a counter striker, which I believe is what he's going to try and do, he has devastating power in his hands, and if he can land that right hand, he might be able to just knock out Christian Jungwirth.
Yeah, coming from a boxing background as well, Eckerlin. Oh, nice right hand, but that X factor that Jungwirth brings almost channels the spirits of the Celts into those warrior-like performances. No quit, will bleed in there on the route to victory, and eternal belief that he can find a way to victory, Luke.
The pressure and the output and what he does and what he has, that self-belief at the age and when he started mixed martial arts, is why he's such a hero. So charging forward like that, this is how he fights. Gets in your face, puts you on the back foot. Eckerlin, I believe, holds the power, and if he can find his range and land a couple of shots, he can earn the respect of Jungwirth. But until that point, Jungwirth is just going to keep coming forward and keep trying to land. I
think the other area that you've got to look at as far as the routes for victory for somebody like Christian Eckerlin are his submissions. 8 submissions on his record as well, and went to social media practicing the Kimura that Paleologos used to break the arm of Christian Jungwirth. But it's getting it to the mat that is the problem with Jungwirth. 85% takedown defense in all of his fights in Octagon.
Getting a bit of rhythm here is Eckerlin, goes to the body well. And it's that unorthodox style that makes Jungwirth a problem when he comes charging forward. Nice knee from Eckerlin, but caught by Jungwirth.
And it feels like destiny, right, Luke? These were set to fight. There was almost a fight before. It was the Paleologos one, actually. They were going to stare down and maybe fight in the Frankfurt Festhalle. But then Paleologos claimed that victory, which opened up this event. So destiny has handed us the main event that filled this stadium with 60,000 fans.
And that call out now just that we had, I can't imagine it could get any louder, but it definitely will. If one of these can get a knockout, this place is going to go insane. Nice shovel right hand.
And you've got to talk about what Octagon have done in Germany, but also how fighters have found fame in this promotion. Jungwirth again coming through with an okay record when he first began in Octagon.
Really nice uppercut.
Now a superstar here, even in Frankfurt. That noise was electric for his walkout.
Yeah, he's loved because he comes with fighter's spirit. He puts respect on the line and fights with his entire heart. And he'll do the same tonight against Eckerlin. And like you said, Eckerlin dropping the weight to make this a title fight. King of Germany fighting for that belt, that Covenant title. And now Eckerlin, Jungwirth coming out in that southpaw stance and pressuring Eckerlin.
Nice.
Landing a good right hand. This is what we're used to seeing. This X factor that he possesses. Once he gets going, he's very, very hard to stop.
And even when he's in trouble, you look at that Bojan Veličković, the iconic moment where he stood up and just shrugged off Bojan Veličković from a rear naked choke. And that fight, I believe if it had gone 4 and 5 rounds, very much likely could have gone the way of Christian Jungwirth. Even Bojan Veličković was relieved at the end of that fight despite taking the victory.
Well, nice 1-2 there. And yeah, and Jungwirth now finding a home for that body kick, thrown it a few times. Nice oblique kick there as well. Matching each other pretty much. Punch for punch, strike for strike. Great start to this one in that first round. A minute remains. High output from both men. Both involved. Nice right hand there from Eckerlin.
And pretty much a stand-up fight, right, Luke? There was many talk of maybe Eckerlin looking for the shot early, but happy to exchange.
I'm not sure he'd risk doing that in front of 60,000 people that have paid to see him. He wants a knockout.
Wow.
I mean, Gladiator 2 being advertised here
It's
in
so
this
fitting,
arena, and
right?
it's so fitting for these two, especially Jungwirth, absolute gladiator, both of these men putting everything on the line here.
If you put them in the Colosseum with lions around them, they would fight exactly the same.
We are in the Colosseum, Brian, as that first round comes to an end.
Off we go, round two. Goddard brings them together again. Jungwirth, blue corner, Eckerlin in the red, me, Brian Lacey, alongside Luke Barnett, and 60,000 crazed fans here enjoying tonight's action.
And Jungwirth bringing it now, urgent in this second round. I think he felt the power of Eckerlin in that first, knows he can handle it as he gets caught there with a couple more shots. He goes back to that warrior spirit.
Oh, now the clinch. Separation. But there is a distinct increase in pace and pressure from Jungwirth in this second round.
Yeah, that intention is there, and pushing Eckerlin back. Hard to knock a man out on the back foot. It's possible, but difficult. And Jungwirth just brings that intensity and that pressure constantly. Circling away from that southpaw. Needs to be careful of that left leg. Does Eckerlin.
But happy to take the center is Jungwirth. Now Eckerlin pushing him back.
Searching with that left hand, but it's all just to measure up to throw that right. There it is. Eckerlin jumping our distance.
And the promo for this fight was so fitting. The way they made them into, you know, warriors face to face, dropping their weapons to face each other in hand-to-hand combat.
Beautiful combination there from Eckerlin, a three-piece. Landing the left, right, left. Oh, he comes charging forward. Does Jungwirth, matching each other beautifully in this fight. There's so much on the line. Both are giving it everything.
Oh. But Jungwirth, he has a way of making you work when you don't want to. And that's one of the things where, even if you're prepared cardio-wise, you know, it can take it out of you as you go further and deeper into this fight.
Yeah, he works off beat. He attacks when you don't expect him to attack, and then he attacks again. When you think he's going to throw one shot, he throws 4 or 5. That left kick's going to come from, there it is. That's the danger shot, I believe.
Oh, blood coming from the face of Jungwirth. That is not an uncommon sight inside the octagon cage. Whoa.
I think he caught the eye.
I think it's an eye poke, yeah. And I saw Mark Goddard actually talk to Jungwirth in between rounds, and that might be to do with the fingers being extended.
Yeah, Mark Goddard very hot on that. Like you said, blood decorating the face of Christian Jungwirth, a very familiar sight. Feel like once he tastes his own blood, that's when he really switches in and switches on. Center of the octagon cage now, these two men going to battle back and forth.
And Jungwirth has really embraced the spiritual side of fighting as well. Part of his preparation is going to the hills in Botfegen, the hills where the Celts once fought, and just meditating up there. He feels like he really embraces the spirits. Oh!
Nice right hand from Jungwirth. Now this is getting dirty. This is where Jungwirth shines. This pressure that he just keeps coming. And you think it's inhuman. You think it's not possible, but somehow he makes it happen. That left kick again. Oh, good right hand from Eckerlin.
I saw Hall of Famer Stefan Butz there was a video posted where he said, look, Jungwirth basically has no chance because of Eckerlin's skill set, but that does not take into account the heart, the determination, the grit that Jungwirth brings to a fight.
Which is endless. You cannot measure it.
Yeah. And skill for skill, even time in the game. Jungwirth, again, under 8 years in mixed martial arts, compared to Eckerlin's almost lifetime of combat sports.
And I feel like the tide is turning at the moment for Jungwirth. Jungwirth pressuring and looking much better in this second round than he did in the first.
He's making it his fight, as a type of fight. I don't mean his fight, but as in the style that he likes.
Exactly.
Gritty, dirty, you know, rough exchanges. He doesn't mind taking a shot, he doesn't mind bleeding, but he will always be in your face threatening.
And that's exactly what he's going to do against Eckerlin. I feel like the first round he was a bit tentative until he felt the power. I feel like Eckerlin's not throwing 100% because he knows it's a 5-round fight. Beautiful right hand landed there. But because of that, he's allowing Jungwirth to stalk him and come forward. Better work now, though, from Eckerlin over the last 30 seconds. Landed some good shots. 45 remain. Popping in and out. Nice knee.
Nice knee. Look at the length of that jab as well. And again, that boxing prowess, that the talent he has in that striking, the sweet science on display again.
Yeah, catches the eyes of the judges as well with that knee. 20 seconds remain. Spinning back kick from Jungwirth. Oh, yeah, nice left hand lands on that step through. Stalking again, 10 seconds.
We go again, round 3 here in the battle for King of Germany. Christian versus Christian.
Jungwirth ducking under that shot. And again, punching off beat, kicking off beat.
Pressure.
So hard to read.
Oh, and now Jungwirth getting, Eckerlin getting the clinch, turning it against the cage. We saw it in the Nielsen fight, taking it to the mat, getting the finish. The Paleologos fight, his debut here in Octagon, got the finish. And that's what Putz was talking about, just the vocabulary of skills that Eckerlin possesses on display with that trip sequence to give him top position.
Yeah, heavy on top now. Eckerlin does well to build back up, though. He's, you know, he's short and stout guy, can build up to all fours very well. Going 2-on-1, cross grip on that wrist.
Yeah, knee shield in there as well.
Trying to control that left arm of Eckerlin and avoid the damage. Stepping round, gets one across. Now maybe going to try and settle in and throw some big heavy shots and elbows. Eckerlin has great top pressure here. Jungwirth trying to search for that underhook, not allowing it.
Yeah.
Switches now, passes to side control. Beautiful work. Maybe going to see him pass over to the knee on belly.
Yeah, good top pressure from Eckerlin here. And again, Jungwirth having to give up his back to try and build himself back up. But in the center of the cage, it's so different, right, from being against the cage.
Gives up that bottom position again, does Jungwirth. Back into the half guard, probably a good idea. It was either that or give up mount. Or give up his back. Uncomfortable here, fingers.
There we go. A complaint and a conversation between the two about that. Nothing intentional from Eckerlin there, was just moving his hands across.
Goddard on top of the action.
And 2 minutes, 20 seconds now for Eckerlin to still work from this position. These were the questions people asked when they broke them down stylistically. When Eckerlin gets it to the mat, can Jungwirth make his way back up? Can he avoid the submissions? Can he avoid the damage that Eckerlin brings? But look at the pass.
Yeah, beautiful pass in the guard there. Maybe going to try and move to a mounted crucifix to cause damage. But this is, right now, it's all Eckerlin. This has been by far his best round.
Oh,
maybe going to search for the Kimura.
Oh.
North-south, evaded by Jungwirth. But this is brutal.
Pressure, pressure, pressure from the Frankfurt fighter.
A real disparity on the ground between these two, very visible now. I didn't realize it was so, you know, such a wide gap.
Well, my marker was that Paleologos fight. Eckerlin, within a round, submitted Paleologos. But tonight, he is showing his levels again, this time against Jungwirth. Oof, nice knee to the midsection as well.
Yeah, very active on the ground here is Eckerlin. He's not just laying and praying. Switches that out, looks at the back here.
This is it, as far as where he likes to work for submissions, wrapping the wrists up.
Kimura.
Yeah, he's going to look for that. Jungwirth aware of it. 50 seconds left in round number 3.
Jungwirth going to try and get back to his feet. Needs to build up from here, does so.
Does
Gets
explode.
dragged back down though. Beautiful work, and the crowd go wild. Christian Eckerlin, 36 seconds to work.
Pressure and punishment coming from Christian Eckerlin. Frees that hand now. He'll drag his man back to the mat.
Again with his Kimura attempt, maybe.
If he steps over the head. Now he does. Oh my goodness, trying to free the arm. Looking to become the King of Germany here. Needs to break the grip. Trying to wrench that up and behind the back of Christian Jungwirth. Let's go. Now just looks to fire hammer fist down to see out round number 3. Wow.
Big round.
And we go again. And chance of Eckerlin mixed with chance of Jungwirth ring around this Deutsche Bank Park Stadium.
Nice long left hand from Eckerlin. Looking to land that right. Finds a home there for the two-piece. And again with that right hand, really seems to be switched on now. And cardio looks fantastic in this 4th round from both men.
What condition they've come in for this. And again, respecting each other's skill sets, respecting this moment. And I remember meeting Eckerlin for the first time. That was during the shooting of Octagon Challenge, first season for Germany. And he said, my dream is to build a better place for German mixed martial arts, to get it more recognized. Tick that box, Mr. Eckerlin, because 60,000 fans have proved that your work, your heart, your sacrifice to this sport is paying dividends for the next generation.
And the humility that he comes with as well. Obviously, a superstar here, huge following. But when you speak to him, soft-spoken, incredible guy, very relaxed, very nice, and very thoughtful as well. And even when he goes in there like the warrior is right now.
Yeah, I got to witness some of the training and sparring at MMA Spirit as well. And he is doing the hard rounds. There's no, superstar status in that gym. And he embraces that, as does Jungwirth. Training over there, putting in the work, and now bringing the pressure again in round number 4.
Eckerlin right now, his timing is perfect. His distance is perfect. His hands are landing beautifully.
He is winding back the clock, right? This is an exquisite performance from the standout German fighter.
Oh. Beautiful blitz that from Jungwirth. But again, after all the success that Eckerlin had on the ground, he's happy to box in this 4th round. Feels superior in all realms. Nice right hand lands and shucks back Christian Jungwirth. There's the takedown attempt.
Oh, it's commits to it.
Down.
Commits to it.
And the crowd go wild for him, giving him 2 minutes and 25 to get this
and
finished.
He's going to take the back, Luke. He's going to take the back. Watch this. Freeze the space to set that hook. And now 2 minutes, 15 seconds to work.
That's good. Keep going. That is good.
Tries to get under the chin. Very hard man to submit is Christian Jungwirth, especially from the back. Defends his neck well. We saw that against Bojan Veličković. Even when he didn't defend his neck, he wouldn't submit. He wouldn't give in.
Yeah, again, one of the most iconic moments ever in the Octagon cage was that fight in Oberhausen against Veličković. An absolute bloodbath between the two. A little warning about putting your hand in the cage there from Mark Goddard to Christian Jungwirth. Jungwirth just trying to find a way to make some space, but Eckerlin following him, cutting off every option, dragging him to the mat.
Beautiful work from Eckerlin.
Instinctive stuff.
Needs to not overcommit here so Jungwirth can chuck him off.
Focusing on wrist control and that.
Needs to keep his hips low, keep his hips back behind the hip line.
Again, you can hear some of the chants for Jungwirth ringing through, trying to muster something from their man.
Gets that one hook. Going to use that maybe to drag his man over, trying to get the arm underneath the chin. Again, only 36 seconds remain. Dominant round, dominant fight really from Eckerlin so far.
Oh, drags his man back to the mat. Steps over, positionally so astute. And punishing as well while he's doing this. It's not all about control for Eckerlin. He's looking for damage, knees to the body, hammer fists, elbows, as much as he can do. Any opportunity he can get to open up his opponent, he's taking it. Can he change the momentum of this fight? They embrace as they go at it one more time. 5 minutes left. Eckerlin 4 rounds up, and Jungwirth again looking to bring the pressure. How fresh does Eckerlin look, right?
Beautiful, beautiful right hand that through the middle. Yeah, they both look in fantastic condition, but Eckerlin especially, who previously we've spoke about struggling with the third round, let alone the 5th round. Really put it on the line. Now he's putting zip into his shots, looking to get. Wants this finish here. Has dominated this fight for 4 rounds, but wants to prove why he should be crowned the King of Germany.
And many of the questions, or many of the perspectives on this fight, where as it gets deeper, then that's where Jungwirth can shine. But this is testament to the conditioning of Eckerlin, what he's put in, not just to make the 77.1 weight, which is over 2.5 years since he last hit the scales on that number, but also just how fresh he looks, right? Jungwirth swinging the right hand.
Yeah, Jungwirth charging forward as he does, hands down. Nice dip, but beautiful work and hips and movement from Eckerlin to land those shots. Three minutes 30 remain. Jungwirth is up against it. He's the one who's got to do the work. Eckerlin on the move, on his bike, landing. Good right hand. But happy to stay at distance.
Nice slip there from Jungwirth.
Spinning back, yep. Just misses.
Ducked under by Jungwirth, read well.
Well, backs him up there. That pressure that we know Eckerlin's, that Jungwirth's known for is still shining through in the 5th and final.
Well, despite it being 4 rounds on the judges' scorecards, you can feel still the anticipation in the air for how this fight will turn out. And that is down to everybody knowing what Jungwirth brings, the type of fights and mettle and mindset he brings into the cage every single fight.
2.5 minutes remain now, halfway through this one.
Oh, that jab working well for Eckerlin. Now looking for the takedown. Big moment for Jungwirth. Can he stuff this takedown?
Switches to the single.
No.
Just hoists him out.
And again, the crowd go crazy.
2 minutes to work here for Eckerlin. Can he get that finish? He's been searching and hunting for it for the last 2 rounds, really. Dominant in round 1 and 2. But since he's been getting into the mat, you feel like he's close to getting a Kimura. Or maybe he could get a rear naked choke, but he's really struggled. Jungwirth's defense on the ground has been fantastic. But at the moment, at this stage, it really is a matter of the fact, can he finish him? Looks like he's got it in the bag for victory, but can he get the finish?
It would really put a marker on this and the title. And now he's got the back. Oh, that might be a mistake from Jungwirth. Blood dripping from the face of Christian Jungwirth.
Christian looking up at the time there. And flans his man back out in that side control position.
1 minute 20 seconds.
Tries to switch sides, evades it, does Jungwirth, builds up on that underhook on the right-hand side. Nice elbow. 1 minute.
And the crowd now building to the anticipation of what will be the final bell in this 5-round war between these two. Months of anticipation. Thousands of tickets sold. Now he's kind of showboating. But the job still needs to be finished, and Jungwirth finds a way back to his feet.
Again, you can see why the fans love Christian Jungwirth. Fights with every inch, in every moment. Blood smeared across his face. But he will not give in, he will not give up, and he will continue to try and make something happen here. 20 seconds remain. Eckerlin on top, dominance for these 5 rounds.
And as the seconds tick, the drums start to beat. The fans get on their feet as they get ready to applaud and cheer the man from their city, from Frankfurt, Christian Eckerlin.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's see how judges score this fight after 5 rounds. 50-45, 50-45, and 50-45. All for the winner by unanimous decision. The one and only, and you, King of Germany, Christian Eckerlin!
Experience the view from the front row with pay-per-view. Watch the tournament live at OKTAGON.tv.